Valiant Celeb. Oh, what? Name is Caleb? Okay. Well, this can't be a bad move. B3. Yes, I know. Djokovic Sinner is a crazy matchup. I think Sinner's gonna win. I think it's the same thing happening in tennis that's happening in chess. How would Magnus play here? What would Magnus play? Let's go E4. I think E4 is a good move. I think fighting for the center in general in this format is nice. I play this format. I play with my own kind of flair in 960. Oh, we gotta go emote mode, or else the anti-cheat team is gonna be on my. They're like the bomb sniffing dogs at the airport. All right, now it's very normal in freestyle to play like this. And I've seen the big dogs just like claim the whole center. And when you run the center, you run the whole board. There are also tactics here sometimes, not now, but in some positions, especially when you have a knight that can like go there. I've seen that before. Sometimes even the best move in this position is to play h4. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the best first move, by the way. But f4 definitely one of the better moves in this position. Or I could have went knight d3 and f4 as well. I think I have like some understanding of this format. What the? Okay, the idea is bishop c5, right? Yeah, but now I'll just go here. I mean, this was, I guess the win for black here is that I can't move my d pawn, but I don't think it's that much of a win. I still get some good initiative, and I feel like the bishop is just misplaced. I also could have maybe moved my queen, like maybe queen f2 was fine. I think black should probably play here. This is my other idea now, obviously, claim the bishop, get the bishop pair. Traditional wisdom still applies in this format. I'm gonna go close my... Yeah, opponent takes. I don't really want to take with the rook. Oh, yes, I do. And then I go here, and then I'm like completely winning. Okay, I don't want to... Yeah, now this is definitely here. It's definitely a thing. I can like totally go for... Oh my goodness. If that happens, I'm gonna be a happy man. I'll be a happy man, please. Please? My opponent could be stream sniping, though. That's the problem. And then they might just go here. Which is not a bad move. But it's a huge win for me again. It's a huge, huge win. Yeah, I'm already winning. I think white has a completely crushing position already. Just by virtue of development and... Yeah, white is looking very tasty here. Damn. Oh, it's gotta be a knockout, right? Opa. We take those. We take those. We take those all day. You can't even take it. That's the craziest part. You can't even take it. You can't even take it. Oh my goodness. If you take it, queen g3, I hunt the king out. Oh my goodness. This is, yeah. Nice little... What? Do I even want to go queen g3? Rook g4 might be even stronger. Rook g4, king f6, queen h4, king e6. Okay, I can just force the king to the edge of the board, probably. It's smarter. And then like rook f5. Or rook g... Yeah, rook g4 is so clean. This is so nasty. Oh my gosh. That is we're gonna go off the we're gonna go off emote real quick. Little win in less than 10 moves in this format. Diabolical, absolutely filthy. That only prevents us from winning by like half a move. Queen f4, rook g5 is GG. Little double check. I don't even have to play the double check. Any rook move is mate. Is rook g8 mate? That's so nasty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what a win. What, I mean, what? What is this? This is the craziest win ever. The rook goes to g8 to stand amongst the pieces. It's just... Wow, that is... Oh, man. You're watching the game with an engine, and you're saying that here I said white has a crushing position? Damn. That's... You got cooked, huh? I said white has an absolutely crushing position here, and you looked at the engine and said plus 1.1 and made a laughing emoji. You gotta use your brains. You can't just use the engine evaluation. First of all, it's 1.8. Second of all, like, you can't rely on the engine. His position's impossible to play for black. I think the only move is f6. Yeah, it's the only move. If you look at the eval, not the eval, if you look at the... Here. Oh, I guess you can't see it here. That's annoying. Because my thing is too high. Yeah, bishop g7 is vicious. I calculated bishop d6, bishop g7 anyway. Take, king g7, queen g3, king f6. Wow, the best move is castles. That was really alpha. That was yeah. All right, let's see what it says. Yeah, so already, yeah, look at the best move. h4. Is h4 the best move, by the way? It's one of the best moves. It is the best move. I was right. It's the best first move. That's crazy. And then here, it's still one of the best moves, but f4 is the best move. Knight d3 is the best move. Rook f4, bishop g7. Nice. And what was our game review? I like spaced out and even... Only 79. Yeah, my opponent played at 33% accuracy. That's really cool. You guys can't see it because my thing is in the way. I only played 79. Why is my accuracy 79 and his is 33? It's pretty nice. You can just get a game where you play 33% accuracy. All right, so I won a game in 2 moves and like in 5. If I was playing black, what would I have done? I don't know. Some positions with black you just lose. I don't know. Like it's a very weird format. It's kind of like a lottery. Freestyle chess is so cool. Freestyle chess is a nice once-a-week activity. That's what I would say. You know, I was asked a lot about freestyle chess on my tour because, you know, we would have the Q&As with the fans. And then, they would be like, what do you think is the future? Do you think it's freestyle? I was like, you know what the future of chess should be? The future of chess? The future of chess should be, the format is in Norway chess. Like, what's the problem with the Norway chess format? 2 hours per player. Later in the game, they get some bonus time. You have everything. You have a 4-hour show. You have classical chess. I mean, I don't, Is Marshall closing? I don't know. The Marshall Chess Club is having some conversations right now to sell the chess club, to upgrade their space, to get like a bigger space because it's really cramped, and there's a bunch of people petitioning for the Marshall Chess Club not to be sold because it's a piece of history. That's really great. Except that piece of history is really old, the toilets aren't clean, a bunch of stuff is broken, and there's no space because in the biggest city in the United States, there's a lot of demand to play chess, and their tournaments they can't register more people because people are trying to sign up for the tournament. I think they should sell the club. I think this whole thing about history is, I think they are not fulfilling their potential at being one of the best chess clubs in America. Instead, it's a little basement chess club. Come to the meetings? No. No, I'd prefer not to. I think they should sell the club. I think if they have thousands of members and, you know, hundreds and hundreds, I mean, it's just stupid. Like, the board of directors at the Marshall is no different than, you know, an HOA. Like, you know, HOA, housing authorities, like, you know, you live in a community and then there's the meme, you have an HOA and then the HOA like drives past your house and takes a picture of you and and writes you up or whatever. Like, the HOA is like the equivalent of the Marshall Chess Club board. I'm not an active member in the New York chess scene, but you know, it's why don't I buy the club? Bro, I'm not Bruce Wayne. Like, I have money, but I don't have buying the chess club money. Also, I would want to move the club. All right, we lost Andrew Tang, but maybe we can get a little mojo back. It's gonna be tough to beat this line. I think this was just wrong. I don't think the horse should be there. Is my opponent playing really slowly because they're listening to the stream? Sometimes people take a long time in the beginning of the game because they're booting up the stream and they have to get through the ads. Oh, this is about to get very unpleasant for white, I'm afraid. This is a very weird way to play chess. Very weird. Unfortunately, I'm not just immediately winning, which would be really nice, but I'm just trying to be as provocative as possible, frankly. I'm just trying to... This is like a common idea from different Caro-Khans. Ugh. Putting pressure here. I think my opponent... I don't know, actually. Okay. Got out of the way, maybe? I don't know. Or even here. Doesn't look that stupid. What is this? Take, take, take. Okay. If here, don't I just win a piece? Bishop f8, knight c3. Bishop g7 or g8. What? I don't know. Bishop f4, holy... What? Take, take, e5. I mean... I'm like slightly annoyed this doesn't just lose on the spot for white, but... Yeah, I can either go here or try to make progress towards castling. I think I have to... Oh, actually, I'm not sure. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I will take that. Yeah, unfortunately, white is just lost. This was way too complicated of a game to get into such a... Wow, I did not see that move, but it doesn't matter because I'm still winning. Just up a lot. Can also still go here. Take. Rook f8. Can lose the pawn, it doesn't really matter. Queen b2. I don't want them to castle this way, and I don't want them to castle this way. So I played the move that I played. Okay. I mean... do I have something even more vicious? This would be a really tragic mistake. Yeah, I mean, there's no need for any of this at all. Take the rook. This would be nice and clean. Oh. I will happily do this. Ooh. I want to go there and eat the pawns. What happens is I get like deer in the headlights and I can't make a move. It's really fascinating. And then like as long as my opponent doesn't completely self-destruct, I don't know, I just like have this weird mental block. I can't... I mean, I'm still gonna win this game, but it did not have to be anywhere near this challenging. I mean, oh! What do we report for? That was pretty sick. Yeah, that was tough. Am I not exploding? Um, I feel like God rewarded him for his abuse. Yeah, I feel like maybe sandbagging. Wow. No, man, it's not easy. It's not easy. I know. All right, we gotta play. Got 4.5 out of whatever, however many we got. Can I go knight c3, knight? I'm gonna go knight bd2. I'm just gonna play it gambit style. My opponent is not interested in my gambit. Can play. Oh god. Maybe just bishop d3. I'm gonna take on d5 first. I want to open up my bishop. But okay, but okay. But okay. Okay, takes. I can take queen f4. Take on c5. Okay. Whatever possible, then queen f4. Oh, okay, we have something maybe interesting for the fans. You know what? One comment had me really cracking up during the Magnus slamming thing. It was it was people. It was XQC fans going, "Why did he only slam but not fart?" My opponent's in a big thought. Hopefully they don't boot up the yield. There's nice ways to lose here. Queen b2 de and then queen d8 mate. Unfortunately, I don't get games like that very often. But DC is a nice move, I think, because my idea is that if this, I go here, here, take, it's check, I win a pawn. I'm a big Chad. That's why my opponent is now down a minute on the 8th move of the game. Man is shook. Knows that any more messing around and you might end up in a Gotham video, which is always dangerous. Okay, my opponent is just admitting that this is what they want to go for. I'm gonna take, give a check, and I'm expecting, okay, that's fine. I guess I should take with check. I can also play knight d2 first, but that seems really beta. So let's take with check. All right, my opponent's basically just saying this was all deliberate, all planned. Before castle. If here, knight d2. I'm gonna castle on the next move, and I think we're just winning. Just straight up winning. No memes. If this... King f1 or something, I don't know. That's... My opponent is only gonna be able to rely on random garbage to not lose immediately. Probably king f1 is the safest move, and then I go here, and then I do something like this. 2 pawns up can't be bad. Black will get counterplay, but black will lose. Yeah, my opponent deliberately didn't let me play Trumpowski. It's crazy. People already have a scouting report on me. They know I play the Trumpowski. They don't let me play the Trumpowski. It's nuts. Yeah. So the idea, I guess, is bishop e6, fe? Interesting. I have this as well, if I want it. Might be a bit too much. Take. Take. I gotta make a decision. A3, queen b2, rook b1. Okay. $25.50. Incredible. 25.50 that had that many points. Wow. All right, next game we play a big boy. This whole time I thought I was playing like some Giga GM. Did I go queen e6? When? Here? I was worried. King b1's the best move. I was worried that in this position I don't have an easy move because f2 is under fire and my queen's the target. So actually the best move in this position was king b1, followed by trading, followed by knight e4. Here I calculated a rook d5, pawn takes knight c5, which works. But he has rook f2. That was a very well played game. I just beat 3 IMs in a row. Really cooking these IMs. All right, so this is a position where the entire setup is the same, except... Okay, so we can just play a regular game. We can just play a regular game. I'm going to play a Scandinavian. It's just a regular position. Like, we just need to make a few moves, and it's just a regular game. Kind of interesting. I'll play Scandi. Yeah, opponent is playing all the same like they would normally. Okay, I come here. Maybe like this. I mean, I don't know if this has been... Like, I think generally in the Scandinavian, you want the bishop on this diagonal. I don't think you want the bishop... Let's go to a5. Maybe I'm wrong. Also, here I have a very funny move. I can play this. Okay, my opponent did not blunder that. A pin? Castle? I like my position. I don't think I'm playing up just yet. Again, they changed the ratings. They changed the ratings completely, so I don't actually know. Oh, that's not a bad move with G4 ideas, I guess. Can I... I definitely don't want to give my opponent the bishop. All right, let's be provocative. Go ahead, play G4. Yep. But now my bishop. Ay, yeah, yeah. What am I doing? This is a really stupid approach by me. Just completely blocked in my bishop. What am I doing? I'm still not, like, losing, but this is poorly played by me. Very poorly played. Ay, ay, ay. Very stupid. I'd be like a little more aggro here to get some of my development going. Let's go here. I know this looks terrible, but I'm gonna bring you back, and then I'm gonna get you out. I promise. I'll come back for you. Maybe I won't. Maybe I lied. I don't think my queen can get trapped. I mean, I'm looking. I don't see how. This move, I will probably just jump into the middle here. Like, I feel like there's mutually assured destruction between these horses. And then if this, I'd be very happy because I can trade the queen. And yeah, I mean, this was idiotic by me. I should have just... The whole plan was bad. It's hard to... Okay. I think this is an improvement for me, though. Do I have this move? It really looks like I do. Can I also... I gotta do this, right? And then if this, I have this, which is really nice. Otherwise, it would be 3 pieces. Like, my opponent could take, check. I don't know if this works. I guess you could sack the queen, but... Right. So I kind of stopped my calculation here. Maybe I should have went one more move, but... Alright, I guess I take the rook. No, this was bad. This was bad. This is actually a really bad game in general. This one is not going my way. I am not playing good moves at all. It all started with bishop going to g6. This was poor, very poor. But maybe we can make a comeback. But I have played this game like I've never seen a chessboard. My knight is hanging, right? All these moves look horrendous. That looks... Oh, I can't even take it. That's cool. Couldn't take it. That was not good. Yeah, this guy really has caused me headaches. I'm playing Edis Gurel. Wow. I am playing a good player. I realized it was stupid to hide names in this mode. Take, I have rook d1 and queen f1. Oh, it's mate at the end. Oh my god, queen a7 is a checkmate. Oh my god, I calculated. This is a mate. Oh my god. That's insane. It just takes, there's no... Yeah. Damn! Wow. Yeah, that was brutal. That was a horrendous game by me. I made a lot of really stupid decisions. Yeah, it got back to being equal here. This was my feeling, and then I completely miscalculated. I mean, I saw he could take my knight, and I saw I had rook d1 and queen f1, and then I just forgot that when he takes my pawn, I can't run away because of this knight. Brutal. I was like, oh, he can't go here because I have rook d1 and queen f1, and then queen a7 is mate. It's brutal. Why when knight d5 you didn't use queen c6? Because it didn't work. It didn't work. A lot of moves were bad. I felt like this was a bad move. Wow. Queen e6 or queen e4. That's pretty funny. I could have just immediately yeah, there's chances in the beginning of these. Yeah, this was terrible. This was such a bad move. And yeah, when I got here, I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose. So bad. And I don't even think he chose the best plan, you know? I don't think he chose the best plan, and I was fine. This was all good. This was all good. I played the best way. I got back in the game. Yeah, knight c6 was better, and then, yeah. Queen c6 is a pretty terrible move. Because he just takes my knight, and then